Mark Ruffalo sounds like a dog's official name. And now, a scene from Live Free or Die Hard. You know what you get for being a hero? Nothing. You get shot at. You get a little pat on the back, blah, 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 attaboy. You get divorced. Your wife can't remember your last name. Your kids don't want to talk to you. You get you gotta eat a lot of meals by yourself. Trust me, kid. Nobody wants to be that guy.
Then why are you doing this?
Because there's no one else to do it right now. That's why. Believe me, if there was someone else to do it, I'd let them do it. But there's not. So we're doing it.
Ah, that's what makes you that guy.
Franchise.
Get in like the Marines.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Franchise.
We're in.
Franchise. Franchise the damn thing.
Welcome to Franchise Addicts, a podcast covering every film in a given franchise. My name is Luke.
And I'm Chris.
And this week we are on to our fourth film in the Die Hard franchise, Live Free or Die Hard.
You weren't sure if it was an option.
Well, it sounds so much better to say Live Free, Die Hard.
Okay. Live Free, Die Hard. I don't know. I like that. It's like I was saying to you before we started rolling, it's a patriotic message. Either you live free or you die hard. There's no in between. This is America. These colors don't run. It's 2007. We're ready to start making action movies that are slight 9/11 porn.
Yeah. This movie has a lot of stuff going on that 9/11 caused. This movie also is maybe one of the more obvious. This script was not necessarily written to be a Die Hard movie, and then they just made it into a Die Hard movie.
100%.
Like, this could have just been a pretty normal, straightforward, any type of action movie that you wanted, and they're like, throw Bruce into it.
Mission Impossible? What about that?
It could have been it kind of seems like a Mission Impossible movie sometimes. Not as much, gadgetry from the hero side.
Let's just throw a little of that in there, but yeah. This was a spec strip. A spec script?
A special script.
A special spec strip. Spec script. Okay, and speaking of specs and scripts.
What?
I don't know, but I was trying to make a segue. Usually my segues are so scripted and special, but in this case they weren't, but that's okay because we've got someone special. And that guy's right here. His name's Paul.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
How's it going?
It's going well. Yeah, I don't know this as a mission, but I think the tagline or the way that it was described, at least in what I saw, was like old Bruce. That Bruce Willis uses old school tactics to break up newfangled technology or something like that.
Yeah,
with the Mission Impossible, you got to have smarter good guys, right? Doing the smart shit, not the old school, brute shit.
If I had to give you guys both an option, you pick one. Do you live free or do you die hard?
Are you asking whether we like the movie or not?
No, I'm asking. This has nothing to do with the film.
Would I rather live free or die hard?
I don't think that's.
But what if you had to live in a country where you weren't free?
Then I would live as free as I could until I died hard. I think that's the.
It's only 100% free.
Fight the power that be.
Yeah, I think so.
What if it was like, you know what? I can't live all the way free. Do you got to die hard?
How free? I need a percentage here.
What is the definition of dying hard?
Dying, with aggression.
Not with vengeance, though. That was
not with
movie.
Vengeance. Yeah, we're just, I don't know, just going hard, dying from it.
All right. As Chris peters out of control, getting into the conversation about this movie.
I think getting blown up would be dying hard.
Yeah.
Getting blown up by a bomb would be dying hard. Getting shot by an automatic weapon would be dying hard.
Brain aneurysm?
Not dying hard.
Okay.
Well,
it depends what that brain aneurysm came from.
They all are hard. I'm going to make the...
It's hard for somebody.
All right. This movie was directed by Len Wiseman.
Oh, a Wiseman once said... Live free or die hard.
We've got a lot to say about this movie. This not our normal recording time, and it's showing. The writers, this was based on an article by John Carlin. The screenplay was written primarily by Mark Bomback. I'll talk a little bit about the article that it was based on momentarily. This movie had a budget of $110 million. It domestically made $134 million. Internationally, $249 for a total of $383. This was the highest grossing Die Hard movie.
Wow.
Not adjusting for inflation, but of its time.
I didn't see it at all when it came out.
This was number 12 in 2007. This movie came out in 2007 on the box office list.
Interesting. Because I was seeing a lot of movies then.
Yeah.
I just was a snob. I was just snob, and I was like, no.
Now, I did want to go through what was the 10 highest grossing movies, because I was like,
Let's
man,
do
this
it.
got 12. All right, 10 highest grossing movies of 2007, starting with Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Almost made $1 billion.
Wow.
The third movie of the Pirates franchise. It was kind of petering out there. The first two movies, very successful. First one, very, very successful. The third one, hopefully we cover that franchise at some point. The third one I do think is pretty good. It's kind of long. But yeah, solid. Number 2, Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix.
Bang!
Third movie, directed by Alfonso Cuarón.
Oh,
No.
Order
This Order of the Phoenix.
Order of the
that was
Phoenix
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah,
was
Order of the
Cuarón.
Phoenix was 5.
5, yep.
No, you don't check me on that.
I'm sorry. Hey,
Potter Man.
I think that my Potter knowledge could rival his, but at
We
this
will
point,
find out.
I don't know
I've got
shit.
I've got to step back.
I don't know shit about pirates. I don't know shit about the Potter.
Number 3 movie, Spider-Man 3. Everyone's favorite Spider-Man movie.
the
so
Tobey
many-
Maguire Spider-Mans? Yeah.
So many threes.
Yeah, you're gonna find that as we keep going through the list. Number 4, Shrek the Third.
What the fuck?
I recently
funny.
just watched Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 is great.
Very funny movie.
Hilarious.
Very funny movie. Puss in Boots shows up in that one. Number 5, the first Transformers movie in 2007.
Megan Fox.
Yes. Number 6, Ratatouille.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Love Ratatouille.
Probably the best movie on the list.
I love that movie.
Number 7, I Am Legend.
Will Smith.
Yeah, I was just...
Fine.
I was tracking the makings of that movie since I was like 10 years old.
Did you read the book?
Yes.
Wow.
I bought it, and for so long, when I was little, I went on AOL as a young kid, and I would go to the upcoming movie information page, and I would just get so excited because I would be playing the Kevin Bacon game on AOL chats. That's what I did as a young boy, as an only child with the internet. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was supposed to be the lead, and this movie was in the makings for so long. And then eventually I saw it in 2007, and it was okay.
Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school. I remember everyone just geeking out about that movie. And then I watched it, and I was like, it's fine.
Could have been great.
Yeah, it could've
Based
been.
on the book,
Could've
yeah.
been. Number 8, The Simpsons movie. Great movie.
Okay.
Very funny.
Forgot about that.
Number 9, National Treasure, Book of Secrets, the second one.
We're going to steal the Constitution.
Guys,
I'm telling you, I'm a fan of those movies.
guys, they make a third one. We are doing that franchise.
Hell yeah, I'm a fan,
Do that
man.
franchise.
I love those two movies
I will-
so much.
They're movies that I'll put on. Those are movies I'll put on when I, you know what I mean. I can't find something. I'll throw a little Nick Cage on. and-
so good,
Praise.
so good.
It's high praise.
Rounding out number 10, 300, Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, a lot of sequels, a lot of third movies on that list. This one joins in at 12.
Do we see 11?
Fourth film in the franchise.
Was 11 300?
No, 10 was 300.
And what was
I don't know
11?
what 11 is. I just
we just ended our research there.
I ended the chat GBT
Nah.
lookup at 10.
Write in, listeners, write in. Tell
then
us what the 11th movie
I can see if it was like this was 15, 16, 17. It was 12.
Yeah.
We stopped at 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I didn't do any of the research. So I
Write
said
in,
10.
and I'll give you the copy of Terminator 3. Sorry, Peter. Peter's out there. Love you, Peter. He actually deserves the copy. He did comment on something, and
But what this movie did
we'll get you that DVD, Peter.
to kind of up those sales, get it higher on that box office list, was they made this movie PG-13.
Oh yeah.
This was shot as an R-rated movie. Production company gets it. Like, could you take out a couple of the F-bombs here and there? You know, maybe dial the violence down a little bit with some editing. And they're like, sure thing, we got it. It's not going to change the movie that much. And becomes a PG-13 movie. Now you can take your kids to a Die Hard movie in 2007.
As long as I could still beat up that woman, said Bruce.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I've got a lot of thoughts.
That's fine. PG-13.
All right, so the article that this was based on was written in...
Wait.
What?
I mean, if a kung fu girl is coming after you, you're not allowed to fight back?
I don't know. It's just not a great look for Bruce. I mean...
Dude! She was a fucking ass kicker!
No, that's fine.
I don't know if he has to do the whole thing where he's talking to Gabriel after.
And he says, I'm going to shove an SUV up her ass. Like, whoa, Bruce. Like, maybe just don't say that part.
Were you in love with that kung fu lady?
Yeah, like,
Well, come on now. We wouldn't say that part, but yeah, that was
cultural
2007.
sensitivity is not high.
Now?
Yeah, this
All
was
right.
2007.
Okay. All
Movies
right.
were,
Go on, sorry.
It's important
That's
to
fine.
note, though,
That's
that the movies were different in 2007. As
They
far
were.
as
I mean, Thomas Gabriel doesn't get any slack for slapping John McClane's daughter. He gives her a smack across the face.
he's a horrible bad guy.
That's true, yeah. I mean, this is a hero that's beating the shit out of a woman.
This is the guy that we're all
She's
rooting
like
for.
the number 2 bad guy.
Wow.
I completely agree with you, Paul. You know, there should be more fights between men and
Restrain
women
her
in
respectfully.
action movies.
All right. Well, anyway, I digress.
All right,
Go ahead.
well, this was based on an article that came out in Wired magazine in 1997, again written by John Carlin. It was titled A Farewell to Arms. So he stole a Ernest Hemingway title of his book. The theme of the article explored the vulnerabilities of the United States digital infrastructure and the potential of a cyber war where hackers could cause widespread chaos by targeting critical systems like transportation, utilities, and communication networks.
Is there a name for that?
It's called a fire sale.
Oh, man. Fire sale.
Everything must go.
Oh, my gosh. I've heard of those. I thought that was fake.
It's like a 3-step process. Isn't
Oh,
it?
my God. Fire sale.
When I was young, I thought, man, fire sale should happen in America. And then I grew up and I'm like, maybe not. Now that I'm seeing it happen, absolutely not.
It's not so cool. I helped make it happen. With a lot of code red.
You do see that though, the transportation taking over like the turn signals and stuff in other movies and stuff, and instantly they're really good at knowing how to like coordinate that. You know, the hacker like getting. You know, I feel like you get control of that, but you know which ones to turn green, which ones to turn red to get. You know what I mean? It's a fairly common motif.
This is gonna fall into criticisms that I have later on, but this is a humongous project taken by these hackers.
Yeah,
they make it seem like it's just like 4 or 5, guys just sitting in a thing. No, they have people out in helicopters. They're
Huge.
sending. This is a humongous operation taken on by this former defense contractor that was going to help the U.S. defense system against cyber warfare, but they didn't believe him.
He's a big team.
And they fired him.
You know the first people to take out traffic lights? Gremlins.
Did they?
Yeah. Did you ever see Gremlins?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't remember.
A long time ago.
Okay. All right. Shout out to the Gremlins.
Always, as always.
Shout out to my boys in green.
Did they hack into the system?
No, they just like messed up the wires
By eating them.
shoot on them and stuff, and then they're like, and the cars were crashing into each other. It's like,
What was the one guy? Mohawk? What was it?
yeah.
Don't feed him after midnight.
Shout out to the Gremlins.
Yeah.
This movie was originally supposed to be called Die Hard 4.0.
Ugh,
Yuck.
that's so bad.
But they ended up switching it. They were like, yeah, let's make it Die Hard 4.0 to emphasize the cyber terrorism plot.
Because no one's ever done that before.
But then they're like, actually, we should probably hide the fact that this is one of those types of movies and make it sound more like a original Die Hard movie from years prior. Kevin Smith, in this movie, he is Warlock, but he also helped out on a lot of the hacker dialogue for the screenwriter.
He speaks to the hackers.
Yeah, so they're like, we need a humongous nerd to come in here and help us out, and Kevin Smith obliged.
Very nice.
So, do we want to get into overall thoughts or just dive right into this and let the overall thoughts flow?
I feel like we dive in and we let the
Option B.
Let's dive in. So,
let's have a fire sale.
this movie begins in some random hacker's apartment. He is exploded by a device, and while that is happening, the government is getting hacked. John McClane sees his daughter in the car, kind of Back to the Future style, rips the boy out of the car as he sees them making out. Very funny scene in which the guy's like, who the hell is this dude? And his beautiful daughter, Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah.
Love her.
From Scott Pilgrim vs. the
Scott
World.
Pilgrim. Yeah, she's the techno punk girlfriend.
Very cool.
Yeah. Pulls her out. So she is going to be John McClane's family connection to this, event that's about to take place.
Gennaro, the Gennaro of it all.
Yeah. His wife is not involved. He is in full-on divorced dad mode.
Oops.
It's been years.
He did it again.
He did not learn his lesson from the previous 3 films.
It's like the only time he's a good husband is at the end of these tragic situations. The next day rolls around, he's back to deadbeat dad. There just has to be a threat on the lives of everyone around him for him to be a decent human being.
I think the idea is that he'd love to be a great husband and a loving dad, but there's nobody else to be that guy and save the world like he's talking about.
So is he saving the world on the reg?
Obviously he is.
It seems like
You've seen it a couple times
We
now.
have seen it. We
It
did.
is. I would call this on the reg.
On the reg, if it's
Yeah.
more than 2, it's on the reg.
I think so.
even if there's years apart, you have saved the world multiple times.
So what is he just doing in between then? Just hanging out?
Well, it seems like he's basically a normal, beat cop, detective type guy, and then
Getting bad jobs.
yeah, and his boss hates him, as we've seen previously.
Well, he was drinking. He was a drunk in the last one at the beginning, right?
It seems like he's sobered up in this movie.
He's sobered
Perhaps.
up in this movie now, and he's a detective now.
He's like a senior detective.
Senior detective now. So.
That gets called in by his boss for kind of grunt work. He's got to go pick up this dude that's of special interest to the department and to the government and escort him to the FBI, basically. And then the world starts to go crazy. Not initially, but as he's picking up Justin Long's character,
Gotta pick him up. That's
who
the
is
job.
the hacker. Sick apartment layout that he had in there. A bunch of sweet posters.
Call back to the cyborgs from Terminator.
Yeah.
I imagine this is what your room sort of looked like in the early 2000s.
I didn't have. I mean, it would have been okay. What do you remember? I don't remember the band. Any
There are a
specific
bunch
posters?
of. I feel like he had a Limp Bizkit poster.
Oh,
Did he really? I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that.
I might have had a few new metal posters on the wall as a freshman in high
You have a
school.
Lamborghini poster too.
Yeah, a bunch of chicks up on the wall.
Yeah.
Just classic baller stuff.
eating shitty food as he's sitting at his computer.
Yeah. So
And
glad those days are over for me.
as McClane enters the apartment, immediately start getting shot at.
Yeah, right away.
And we're right into an action scene about 10 minutes into this movie.
Can I ask a question? They show that there is C4 that has been planted into the computers
Same
of,
question,
of these hackers. And we see the first guy, he does die that way. And this is the proposed way that Justin Long will die. Who put that C4 in there?
Yeah, they don't really explain that, and I had a similar question because it's one thing to get these guys on this hacker network to do the work for them, which is what they're killing these guys, right, because they got them to basically do the test work for them and write these programs that are mutating and doing whatever. But at some point they had to deliver the hardware to these guys because they show it's not like remotely just blowing up the computer. They've installed, or they have the hardware on their machines has C4, which his ends up blowing up. They're just not in that room. It could kill the second guy.
It's his escape mechanism.
Yeah, they're far
He's got
enough
a couple
away.
of escape mechanisms in this one. I mean,
They get out of some jams in this.
yeah, in some really great ways.
As
pinned down.
John McClane always does.
As Mary said, he's got really good spatial reasoning.
Yeah, he does. He's like, you know what? There's about to be a huge bomb that goes off. If I'm in the kitchen, that's okay.
There's a fire hydrant. I think if I hit that it'll have enough pressure, go high enough.
That was sick.
Yeah.
How many times does that happen? I feel like that's such a trope. Scott Aukerman, I think, was saying that it happens in almost all of the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. Like every time he needs to get out of something,
fire hydrant?
He shoots a fire hydrant.
I don't know. If
I
that's
don't.
true.
I can't.
I feel like it happens in Looney Tunes a lot.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Well, like the fire extinguisher.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not
That's
the one.
it.
That's not the one I'm talking. I'm not talking about the fire extinguisher. I'm talking about the fire hydrant when it goes up and it knocks the guy out of there.
Oh,
in
that's
a
really
helicopter.
cool.
Anyway, let's get back on
That
the
is
subject
very-
here.
That
Yeah.
is very cool.
No, but you're right. He does do that with the fire extinguisher.
Yes,
too.
that one is used.
Maybe should John McClane have been a firefighter?
He would have been an amazing firefighter.
Could have been an amazing firefighter. I have got a lot of blame. If Gabriel were to have lived and be able to look back on what went wrong, I'm blaming that sniper. He had a clear shot at this dude and just is pausing and waiting way too long, and then McClane obviously can tackle him at that
Yeah,
point.
you're not waiting for the green light there, right? Like, I mean,
Take the
you
shot.
take the shot, buddy. You're a bad guy.
Well, I think we see that the rest of Gabriel is... Well, no, that's actually Die Hard too. But it is a common trope in the Die Hards that the master villain, he's the sick one that's like, do the thing. And the guy's like, are you sure about that? He's like, yes. And that's how you see how evil he is. But no,
I mean, these guys are ready to rip and roll.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
evil.
yeah. No, they are.
Born evil.
So they end up escaping the apartment. McClane gets them out of there safe, and as they're continuing their drive back to have McClane drop off his package, the fire sale begins, and it begins by the traffic lights all turning. Everyone's crashing. McClane is able to avoid getting hit by, is it a trash truck?
Yeah.
And we're then introduced to the Gabriel and the hackers. We see kind of what's going on in the background as these guys are, typing away on computers, and things around the city are just kind of falling apart.
They sure are.
And McClane, I like when that shot of him standing on top of the taxi, kind of looking over, surveilling the scene, kind of getting that like, God damn it, it's happening again.
Yeah, that's where he's, he notices that all lights are green and we got to get out of here, right? Like, so he he just surveils everything and is able to come up with, it's time to do this thing again. And he goes into John McClane mode.
Yeah, he tries. It's time to McClane.
It's God mode time.
It's McClane time. He gets up on there. He's like, you know what this is.
But Justin Long has not been killed, and that is not good. He's a loose end that needs to be taken care of. So immediately we are in another car chase is it a helicopter?
A helicopter,
Helicopter is firing down at him, trying to take him out. McClane's trying to drive around, avoid that, and we get one of the cooler Die Hard action pieces where he launches his car off of a ramp and explodes the helicopter.
But yeah, even before that,
Again, great spatial reasoning.
Unbelievable.
before that, he goes into the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
And there's that whole sequence where they're like, let the cars in. And then they're like, let the cars in on the other side. You got crazy stuff happening, cars just running
And then the lights go out.
Then the lights go out, that's right.
And nobody turns on their lights or just stops. They just drive. Apparently, when lights go out, you just step on it.
Yeah.
Well, I had the same question. I had the same question about the traffic light situation. I don't think there would have been that many crashes.
No, I feel like
I think people can kind of figure it out.
Yeah. No. You have a few close calls, but like I think more people are cautious. Again, the same thing with the tunnel. Like that was my first thought. Is like, as soon as you can't see, I feel like most people are probably hitting the brake.
If I'm approaching a green light and still seeing traffic crossing in
Right,
front of me,
right.
I'm going to stop.
we drive defensively, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just,
That's what you learn.
they're ready to die hard.
They are ready to die hard.
They're
Hey,
like-
there we go.
And but no, the scene where he launches the car into the helicopter, even though the movie up to that point I've been like rolling my eyes, like I don't know, but then that happens and the car's tunnel scene before it, and I was like, here we go.
Yeah, here's the thing. I was rolling my eyes before that. Like I said, because before that you get the part that I was talking about because the helicopter's chasing them. and he purposely runs into the fire hydrant, backs off of it, and the
Very
fire
cool.
hydrant sprays up, hits the guy out, and I just looked over at Mary and like rolled my eyes, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed.
That was cool.
Like it was cool, even though I'm rolling my eyes, like
It's like
really,
a stunt
you know.
show. It's a stunt show. I mean, yeah, it's not realistic. None of the stuff is, but it's just a cool spectacle.
Yeah, I wanted to initially criticize this movie for having, more CGI obviously than the original movies and stuff like that. Turns out that they said 85% of the stunts and action in this movie were practical effects.
Yeah, so even in that scene with the car into the helicopter, they added, I think the CGI that they added were the propeller blades and took away the cables that were holding up the frame of
because
the.
they
actually drove the car into a helicopter that wasn't spinning its blades.
It was hanging there.
Right,
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
So I mean, pretty cool.
Pretty cool. And Willis
awesome.
did that stunt too, rolling out of the car in time.
Oh wow,
See?
Yeah.
I love it.
Still
he's
has
getting
it.
too old for that.
Well, all right, this is a good segue into that. He was 52 years old when he made this movie.
Okay.
I think in this movie, Bruce Willis is hotter than any of the previous movies. I think he looks great in this movie.
I'll buy what you're selling. I'm with you on that one.
I'm like, this old man's got some swag, dude.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know.
They could have put a love interest for him, and he's been divorced for a while. They
Yeah.
could have put a love interest for him, and I would have bought it hook, line, and sinker. I would have been like, yeah, dude, if I saw this guy, I'd be all in.
I guess that's just your type,
Bring back the lady from National Car Rental in the airport and too.
Bring back Demi Moore.
Yeah, I wish. He probably wishes too.
Yeah.
Right? That was probably a sad moment for him. But they were divorced, weren't they? I don't know.
I don't know at that time. I don't have their entire romantic history in my brain.
So you like a bald Bruce? A bald,
I think-
bulkier Bruce is your type of Bruce.
I think the receding hairline in the previous movies gives him. It does give
It
him a
just
little bit
ruined
more
it
of
for
the
you,
everyman feel and stuff like that. I feel like he's hitting his stride at 52.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You like older guys.
sure. Well, I mean, to a certain extent. But I mean, it's
Aged.
just is what it
Mr.
is.
Clean right there.
Aged like fine wine.
Yeah, Mr. Clean with some bulk.
Mr. Clean's got bulk.
Well,
does.
not as
Mr. Clean's not
Yeah,
big.
he's yoked.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Yeah, he's yoked, man.
I haven't seen him for a while.
Mr. Clean will steal your wife.
Are you sure? He seems a little problematic today. Mr. Clean?
Why?
That whole look that he's got going on?
He's just bald.
Looks a little like a Nazi.
What? Because he's bald?
Unbelievable.
he's a man that fucking clean,
don't
and
know.
that goes over really well.
That
today.
white shirt that he has on?
He's got an
too
ear.
white for being a cleaner.
I mean, he just looks like, just put like one...
He's got a
weird...
gold hoop earring.
Does he?
Yes.
That's insane. He's totally a problem.
No.
He's like, you run into... Who made the decision to give him one earring? I want to be
don't know.
at the marketing meeting. They're like, guys, we got this really good cleaning product. Mr. Clean.
what was it? His left or his?
What's Mr. Clean going to look like? He's big, bulky, bald, wears a white t-shirt, one earring.
right or
You've
left?
seen-
Right or left ear?
You've seen Mad Men. You know the types of guys that were working on the graphic design area.
Yes, I was just talking about Mad Men today and how I don't remember much of the plot of any of the episodes.
I think
But-
that's kind of the point.
But yeah, I mean, Alison Brie, she's pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I
Thanks
love
for
Alison
that.
Brie.
All
Shout
right,
out
so
to
let's
Alison Brie.
let's
Shout out to Gremlins.
So yeah,
Let's have
so
it.
we find we
that was me chewing on wires.
we finally get into what we've been waiting for in the Die Hard movie, which is McClane has to start communicating with the bad guy. So he
like a badass who doesn't give a fuck.
McClane confronts Gabriel. He's communicating him via video chat or whatever, and threatens Farrell. Reveals his plan to exploit vulnerabilities in America's digital infrastructure. So his whole plan is kind of laid out. McClane talks to the FBI. God, the guy that plays the main FBI leader, dude,
Not great.
sucks.
It's not awesome.
Really bad. This movie falls in a lot of areas where the other Die Hard movies succeeded, which was having great bit characters around the movie.
I'll give you that.
And this movie just doesn't quite got that.
Although I wasn't here for With a Vengeance, but I mean, I'm not considering Samuel L. I would consider him and Bruce co-leads in that movie. I didn't really find that many great
Bomb guy. This is pancake syrup. That guy was great.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, he was great.
He was
Sorry. Okay, he was great.
He's good. And,
yeah. Okay, he was good. All right.
I don't know. That's the only I can think of.
All right, go on. I will give you that.
And the lady,
you got me there.
Simon's henchwoman who twirls around with knives and looks at everyone seductively.
Yeah.
And then
Does she get her ass kicked? I can't remember.
I think something happens bad.
Not by Bruce, because you guys can complain about that.
No.
That was okay
Bruce
then.
is respectful.
No.
He just lets her die in a fire.
Detained her respectfully.
Yeah, you detain her. Don't just... Anyways.
So this is all happening. Justin Long is supposed to be brought back to the FBI. I assume that they just want to question him about the program that he wrote for Gabriel, but they seem to, when they finally all get together, they don't utilize him at all.
No, they just shove him aside. Yeah,
McClane is the only one that's like, maybe we could use this guy to like help us out.
I didn't even think about that, but you're so right. They had like a black, like, hey, get the blacklist or whatever the fuck they call it, right? And they're like, go get all these hackers that are, most of them are dying now, right? But they obviously had him on the radar, and then he bring him to me, and then hey, you guys over there.
Even when like McClane like brings them in that trailer thing that they have their set up at, they're like, who the hell is this guy? The guy you asked me to bring here?
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Not a big deal. I know about the fire sale. I helped create it. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I know exactly step by step everything that's about to happen.
Move along, nerd.
I think in fact he tells him to keep his voice down and stop talking.
Quiet.
We don't need this guy. So McClane ends up, interrogating Justin Long's character, like, hey, how's this supposed to go? You're the one that's talking about this fire sale. It seems like you know what's going on. And Justin Long gives him the whole breakdown about, first it's the traffic lights and, you cause chaos through that. Next, he's got to tap into the power system. He's like, all right, well, how is the power system working? And he works out that there's this place, is it West Virginia that they have to go to? That control, if you were to knock that power plant out, the whole eastern seaboard would lose power.
And the point there, too, is that you can do a lot of this stuff remotely by hacking, but the power systems you could only go so far in hacking, and you need to physically be on site to do this, which then leads us to our next act.
Yeah, so Gabriel, we see him send Maggie Q, who's his kind of number 2/ love interest.
R.I.P.
And she's the one that gets sent to the power plant disguised as FBI agents, which they don't try to disguise themselves other than wearing that, because immediately the guy's like, we can't even let you in, even if you are FBI, and then they just shoot him.
With the silencers.
I mean, they might as well have just skipped the whole, like, let's pretend to be FBI bit and just showed up and started
it disarms them at first, right? They're like, oh, these people are fine. What? Wait, what?
Oh, hey,
That's it. And then they're done. What? When? Why? The
reporter
questions.
The silenced weapons always look so accurate, too.
Yeah, they look sweet.
I don't know, man. There's something about that, like, because you didn't need them at that point, right?
They were
going to shoot them anyway.
Does anyone with a silencer ever miss their target?
Never. Never. Nobody's wasting bullets when you have the silencer on there.
Damn it! Oh, crap! I missed again.
Always a direct hit.
I'm pretty sure from what I've heard about silencers, 2 things occur. 1, it makes the gun more inaccurate.
Oh, sure.
And number 2, it's not that silent.
And number 3, they would make fun of you. They would make fun of you for calling it a silencer, because they would say, "You dumbass, it's a suppressor."
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I've listened to ex-Marines talk about weapons.
Yeah.
I'm really into guns.
Hoorah.
Sitting underneath an AK-47 currently.
Wow.
Yep.
Look out.
Over my mantle.
That's right. Pray to it every night.
I do. I sleep with it. So yeah, we got a big power plant showdown that occurs because Justin Long has let McClane know, so they go on a little road trip together to West Virginia, which takes them about 15 minutes from whatever city. Are they in New York?
Yeah, because he picks him up
or D.C.
They're in D.C. Yeah,
he picks him up in Philly, takes him to
We missed another cool scene, which is that Gabriel and his main hacker dude have spliced together presidential speeches.
Oh, man, that's a great scene.
They've taken over every single channel, which is remarked upon multiple times as like, hey, change the channel. I don't want to watch this. It's on every channel.
It's on every channel.
And apparently that took like weeks to put together.
Yeah, but that was fucking awesome.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Which culminates in
it was like the visual of
thought
one of those ransom notes that you have like the cutout, from different newspapers and shit, right? And it's like different fonts and shit, and you paste it all together and give them a ransom.
It's a very cool idea.
It was a visual and
it was,
audio of that.
I thought it was silly.
No!
I think it's... I mean...
Ask not what you can do for you.
Dude.
But you can scare me.
Apparently they wanted to use a lot more Nixon, but they couldn't.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a joke or something?
Yeah, they wanted to use a ton of Nixon.
Because he's evil.
He's a bad guy.
Or
was he the best guy?
I am not a...
Speaking of bad guys, and maybe it's not a good time to do this, but who's our main bad guy? Timothy Oliphant.
Timothy Oliphant.
Right? He's one of those actors that can play the bad guy or the good guy equally well. Right? There's not many of those out there.
I do not like Timothy Oliphant in this movie.
No.
I'm coming from loving him as the main character in Justified, where he is the good guy.
Yeah, also in Deadwood, good guy.
Yeah, he also, I think, is much better when his character doesn't say that much, uses his height, because he's a very tall actor, and his good looks. He's a very handsome man. And kind of he doesn't say much. In this, he kind of has to be a little bit fast-talking. He has to do a lot of techno lingo that doesn't sound very good coming out of Timothy Oliphant's mouth. And I just don't buy his menace as much, coming from the bad guy perspective, where I do buy it a lot when he's, the good guy taking down the
bad
guy.
When he's the good guy in Justified and in Deadwood, you're right. He's sort of the underspoken.
He's
shoot
a smart
first.
ass.
He's but I also shoot first, ask questions last. But it always works out. And I'm with you on the lingo and stuff in this one. I don't buy as much, but the menacing part, I think he does a good job with the physical acting. I did buy that with him, and so it just made me think of other people that other actors that they can go both ways.
Yeah. So this part was offered to a couple other people before Timothy Oliphant took it on. I don't know who Gene Reno is, but Eric Bana and Jeffrey Wright were up for it.
Okay.
Bana would have been decent. I love Jeffrey Wright. We talked about him before on the Batman episode, and that would have been cool. I think he would have done a heck of a job. I love Timothy Oliphant. I can't buy him in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
this is a franchise that is supposed to have a great villain, and he just doesn't hit it for me.
You know what? I'm gonna say weakest one so far.
Yeah, bold.
Well, we're going against 2, right? 2
Yeah.
is the low point already, and naked Tai Chi guy,
He's amazing.
more menacing. Well, we're not just talking about looks. There's
Talk about a great looking.
his eyes are up there.
Yeah. Where were? Oh yeah. So we're at the power plant, and McClane and Justin Long have gotten in, and they quickly take out the first guy. Justin Long hooks up his computer, is starting to kind of balance things out. He's like, "Whoa, this is way more than I expected." And then we get the fight between Maggie Q and John McClane.
And an SUV is shoved up an ass. And
there's an elevator. They wanted to get an elevator into the movie because there had been an elevator scene in every single Die Hard movie before. As a prominent fighting location.
I did find myself going, oh, there we are in another elevator.
Elevator.
Yep.
I personally think this action scene sucks.
Oh, it reminded me of Jurassic Park.
Okay.
The car,
Yep.
like almost falling off. You know what I'm talking about.
I just feel like if they want to do it this way with Justin Long kind of sitting in the background doing his thing, like make him say funny shit, I don't know,
funny
just,
dialogue.
Yeah, he is
something else.
At one point, he is just kind of looking, from the top and just kind of.
He's frozen because he's not that guy
He's
yet.
a nerd.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the chutzpah.
Yeah.
He's got a sweet rollout keyboard, though.
He does. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
He's a freak in the keys.
And that iPad looking laptop that he's carrying around plugging into anything.
Oh, the Nokia, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Palm Pilot that he's like hacking government files with, like
no problem.
at speeds that never before. But he
is
using the internet so fast on this Palm Pilot, like he is living in 2025 currently.
No, that is one thing that you do have to suspend reality in these hacker movies. One thing that like you go, anything is doable at lightning speeds, and when you get to actually researching stuff like that, people are like, no, that
wait. But how great would it be if in the movie for real they were like, hold on, just
I can't connect you to the, you know what I mean?
It's loading. It's loading. Wait, it didn't. Hold on another minute.
There's a great quote by a director that said, it might even be Martin Scorsese, where he's like, when a person in a movie hails a cab, they immediately get a cab. Because if we had to sit there and wait for how long it takes in real life to hail a cab, that would be the entire movie.
That's really good, actually, and that explains a lot of scenarios, including all the way up to the, you could use that for the
I want them to do this thing, but if I did it realistically, it would take forever.
An extra 20-minute scene of them in the car being like, I don't have service.
We're gonna have to wait.
I'm running out of funny things to say to you, kid, about how it's good to be tough, but no one respects you. Oh, is it Rodney Dangerfield in the car? Yeah, take my wife, please. You're not getting any reception still, kid? Oh. My eyes are bulging out of my skull.
Oh, man.
Go see Ladybugs.
So he kills Maggie Q. This pisses Gabriel off because, as I said before, they love each other.
And apparently you too.
We'll talk about Maggie Q later.
Yeah, Maggie Q.
No, I mean you guys had a problem with
It's rough. It's fine. I get that he has
I'm not trying to be glib here. I had no problem with it.
I'm sorry that I'm a little apprehensive about violence against women.
You sound so woke saying that. It's terrible. You sound so woke.
But
you don't need to. I'm not sitting here advocating for violence against women. I'm saying we're in a movie where she was fucking kicking his ass, man.
Chris loves Kill Bill, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, but that's Uma.
Yeah,
what's different?
Uma can do it.
Oh, because she's white?
Because she's a woman. She's doing it. Whatever. Are you saying that
Maggie Q's not a woman?
Yeah, but the major thing that you see is Bruce just like winning and like kind of just kicking her ass.
She kicks his ass.
She kicks his ass
a little bit.
They do a normal fight scenario where he starts losing.
It's
and
not just graphic him beating her face in. That's not the way I remember that.
Well,
I turned my head during it or something. I feel like I should be outraged. I'm not.
It's not. It's mainly.
Or you're overreacting. One or the other.
My main comment, the genesis of it, is from when after the whole thing is done, he says that he's shoved an SUV up her ass.
Well, he's really...
Dude, he's got adrenaline pumping through. You have no idea what you would say if you were in shock.
It's a movie, though. They wrote the script.
It ends up being...
Right, and they're trying to make it realistic.
It ends up being John McClane's biggest mistake that he makes during this movie, though, because he pisses Gabriel off.
Yes.
He's like, now you made this personal. Yeah. Now I'm going to make it personal for you.
And then he goes after...
his daughter.
Bam. That's bad.
Yes, now McClane it's personal now. And they've got his daughter.
This time, it's personal.
They've got his daughter, and then we get... So they've secured the power plant. Justin Long's able to figure it out. After a certain amount of time, though, they realize that the secondary thing that they're going to do is then send all the natural gas to the power plant, which effectively blows it up.
Yep. And also, I want to say that this is... maybe the millionth time, but they legitimately say this without any sense of irony. When they first hear that, I think where Bruce and Justin have broken in, you hear the bad guys say, "We've got company," and that is a line that's delivered completely just straightforward.
Yeah. So what now we get more background into Gabriel. We find out that he used to work for the government. He initially brought to, his bosses and stuff like that, the idea that, because everything is gone, so towards the internet and, hackers are going to be able to hack into all of your shit. And this is a new line of defense system that you guys have to start investing money and time into. And it turns out that Gabriel is the guy that created all the safety checks for this. So he knows how to circumnavigate them and everything. It turns out that since he's crashed the financial system, all of that gets backed up into one location and is under, in this server room and all that sort of stuff. So this is the next big location that we got to get to. Justin Long and McClane don't know this quite yet because Justin Long's knowledge of the situation is lacking. So they have to get another hacker involved. And that's when they go see Warlock.
What's funny about that though too is that this takes the FBI by surprise too. That's the end plot when they already know that it's Gabriel and he's the one that designed the fact that all the financial data gets backed up here. And so when all this fire sale starts happening and they find out it's Gabriel, nobody connected the dots to what, it's always about money, right?
Isn't there a line though where the FBI is like coming to the realization of it and they're like, how do they know that? And the one guy's like, he designed it. Right, exactly. And you go, oh, wow.
He designed it.
Nobody thought of that when we saw his picture, and we, so anyway, I thought that was fun.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the part where they're like, we're going to fly this helicopter. I don't know how to fly the helicopter, but I'm going to fly it. We got to find the Warlock. Okay, where do we go? I don't know. Just look for the house.
Look for the light on.
With the lights are on.
He's got like 18 generators going.
We are meant to believe that just on a helicopter, just randomly, they're like, just find him in like L.A. or wherever they are, the East Coast somewhere. Of course, they're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
But they're just like, it's fine. Don't worry. We can find this. Do you think that's...
No.
They don't have a GPS.
Some of the helicopter bits that McClane's doing is very funny. He's like, oh, yeah, take it off so hard to part. Just Log's like, wait. That's not what I've heard. And then McClane explains that he used to have a fear of flying, and he took some flying lessons, and he's kind of gotten over it. I believe only the first movie is when he talks about being afraid of flying.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's why the guy tells him to take his shoes and socks off.
Yep.
That's how we end up with the
footless.
Curl-up feet.
Shoeless Joe McClane.
No.
Yeah, so that we're setting up to get to our big end. Enter Kevin Smith, who is a super duper hacker named Warlock. Kevin Smith initially wrote his dialogue for this scene, and it was deemed too funny
By Kevin Smith.
No, by Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is like,
this is just too funny.
You gotta tone this down. We're turning this into a comedy movie too fast. So Kevin Smith obliged, rewrote it, and we get what we have. I think Kevin Smith is awesome in this movie for the 5 minutes that he's in it. Kind of just gets to let it rip.
Yeah, so there you go with if you want to talk about the side characters, and there's one you got.
Hey, yeah, you can't discount the Warlock.
That's true.
I mean, that is a great when
Bruce
Willis
Warlock.
Yeah, when Bruce Willis calls him and he's trying to get him to connect him with the FBI guy, and he calls him by his real name, and he's like, "There's nobody here by that name." He's like, "Fucking hackers!" Warlock. Can you? Yeah, I could do that.
I love that he is doing basically the Will Ferrell bit from Wedding Crashers. Mom, where's the meatloaf? I never know what she's doing up there.
Oh, so good.
I think that came out the same year, by the way.
Did it?
Oh, really?
Either that or 2005.
Not a box office top 10.
Might be 11 though. We
that's our
we do
Mr.
not
11.
know.
I will have that for us by the end of this pod. We will get to that. So they basically figure out through hacking and doing all this sort of stuff that there's this particular server area that's way overheated compared to what it should be. They then deduce that obviously this is where all the backup financial system files are going to, and this has to be the next location that Gabriel is going to be going to. There's probably already someone there, which we know because we're seeing those in the cutscenes. Gabriel's team is trying to take that down. McClane and Justin Long then get into Warlock's car. They steal that bad boy, that humongous
boat.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
Yeah,
I wish we would have gotten. Yeah, I love that car.
The Warlock ride. The warship.
Do you think that was Warlock's car? That's his mom's car.
Definitely his
sure.
mom's
I
car,
don't know.
based on the. I mean, we got the full thing going on. We got the hacker in the basement with the mom answering the door. It's definitely mom's car.
Yeah.
Big old Buick Riviera or whatever the fuck it was.
I feel like the Warlock doesn't own his own car.
No
way. He's off the grid, man. You
No,
gotta sign.
of
You gotta
course
sign
not.
paperwork for that shit.
He's got everything in his mama's name.
Yep.
And the big timers.
That basement layer that he had, the command station,
Dude.
sweet. Awesome.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you an update.
11.
The number 11 movie for
No
the year
way, do we nail it?
2007 was. What do you think it here? No, let's do a test. Luke, tell me what you think.
Was it a comedy?
No.
I have no guess because I don't know what came out in 2007.
That's okay.
It needs to be a hint.
Was it nominated for an Oscar?
Probably not. There is a ride based off of it in Universal Studios.
Oh, I'm out of guesses.
Well, actually, it's not a ride. It's a show.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
No. Paul.
Fuck.
It stars Matt Damon.
Oh, Bourne Ultimatum?
That's correct.
Boom.
The Bourne Ultimatum,
What's
number 11 for the year.
I believe that's the third movie, too, in that franchise.
It could be.
It's either the second or third.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I do like those.
And we will just tell you that number 13 was The Golden Compass.
Oh,
Number
fantastic
14,
movie.
The OG Alvin and the Chipmunks. Number
boy.
15, Enchanted.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so
All
there
right.
you go.
Well, we get into the next big action set piece, which involves a jet trying to shoot down a car
Oh, yeah.
as John McClane is driving it.
The truck.
Yeah, dude.
Plane on truck.
Yeah, but that jet does some cool shit.
Yeah.
It hovers
Yeah. This
and
is
comes in
very
between,
cool
like,
stuff.
underneath that overpass. I didn't even know that shit was possible.
So
It's a
this
military jet. that
this
can do
is
crazy
a
things.
this is another 9/11 situation that the government actually funded a project for fighter pilots to learn how to shoot down trucks that could potentially be carrying missiles and stuff like that. So while this isn't the most realistic scenario that could ever exist, it is a fighter jet navigating through traffic.
Yeah,
Basically.
basically like the Marquette interchange, and
Yeah,
then he's
basically.
like just kind of coming down in between some things.
This
and-
was a thing that the government and the military did work on at some
Yeah,
point.
I've seen some stuff on, you know what I mean, like viral stuff of those F-20, of those F-22 doing the hover, like takeoff or like, but like that thing came kind of like gliding in and by like helicopter style, man.
When
Could do anything.
I suppose I should realize this because obviously like jets need to have humongous calibered bullets to take down other jets, but when that thing is just chewing up the semi, whew.
Yeah, and how about how you know the domino effect of the bridge starting to fall?
Yeah,
too,
that's
you know, That
cool.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then he uses it to like get to the next level
Yeah.
because it like perfectly turns into a bridge for him.
That was neat.
But again,
Neat.
one of the
Very
things
neat, Bruce.
that happens in many action movies where this like unstoppable weapon is shooting at our main character and is just tearing everything, but because he ducked,
He's fine.
safe.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just gotta stay low.
That's it. You'll be fine. The car will keep moving.
Yeah, you just
Everything's
gotta stay
fine.
low.
They didn't get the tires.
John McClane has gotten out of many a sticky
I did
situation.
think about
by
that
just-
too. I never got the tires. That helicopter never got the tires.
The
or
plane was
whatever
like,
either.
get everything, but not the tires, of course. That would be ridiculous.
Just tear up everything around it.
Also, don't shoot where the driver is.
Away from that front seat.
Just scare him a bit, you know?
Make him dance.
Freak him out. That's an order.
A few across the bow.
I forget how do they end up stopping the situation that's happening in the server room?
Ooh, I did watch this on a plane 2 weeks ago.
So yeah, so they go there physically. He hacks. Justin Long hacks in and
Stops
and
it.
puts in, and he's got his code in there now, right? Like, so he hacks into it and puts an encryption on it, basically, right?
Which is why at the end Gabriel has to get him to
Exactly.
And then they can't stick around because like the military's coming,
Yeah.
so they have to hit the road.
So they grab hacker.
yeah, the good hacker and the bad hacker.
So Gabriel's still got McClane's daughter. He now has Justin Long. They take him to a separate location in this big warehouse hangar area.
Yeah, because he's gonna get away on a plane.
Yeah. And McClane seems to be miles and miles away from this, but shows up 2 minutes later to save the day.
Movie.
And Timothy Oliphant gets a shot off on him first and wings him. And we get a little Mexican standoff here at the end, where it ends with Bruce Willis shooting Gabriel through his shoulder.
Bam!
As he's holding him. And
That's hard.
it
is cool.
It is very cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I do love his daughter asking him, like, what were you thinking? He's like, I don't know. Just out of my work.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. See, he's ready to die hard.
Yeah, right. Well, and it starts with Gabriel pressing, like you see that where they press the gun into the wound to try to, get him to do something, and he just goes with it.
And Justin Long finally gets off his ass and takes out the guy that's holding McClane's daughter, and
Becomes that guy.
Becomes that guy
right in front of McClane's daughter, and she's liking it.
Yeah.
Chicks dig scars. Not that chick.
Not that guy.
And then they all fall in love and start a family.
Lucy reconciles with her father, and McClane bonds with Justin Long's character, whose name
Lucy
is Cheryl.
McClane at this point, not Gennaro.
Oh, yeah.
Not Gennaro. McClane.
Not today.
And John McClane has survived another Die Hard movie.
Dun-dun-dun.
He lived free.
And he saved the world again on the
Again.
reg.
Big time.
So-
Fourth time. More than a hat trick.
4.0.
Quadrilogy.
As we're going through this, I do see a lot of the fun stuff that does occur in this movie. I think some of the action set pieces are pretty solid. A lot of cool stuff that you haven't quite seen before. The car jumping to hit the helicopter, a fighter jet trying to take down a semi. This movie is very disjointed for me. I mentioned it at the beginning that this did not have to be a Die Hard movie. Even at the end of this movie, it still just doesn't feel like a Die Hard movie.
Yeah, but you got to move locations. You got to do something. You know what this was? I think this one for me, like, aged is, and I think it's going to age kind of like Terminator 3, like where it was. I don't know. To me, it was just fun. It was a 2+ hour movie. I didn't feel like it was that long. I didn't feel like it was that long. You have to suspend reality for a lot of shit, but you do I don't care if it's a Die Hard movie or not. Any hacker movie is that way. Yeah, I didn't lose interest. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It runs into a little bit of the Terminator 3 issue, which is where originally it's a more condensed story. They're in more condensed location. Die Hard is obviously known for this, Nakatomi Tower to begin with, an airport in the second. The third one is in New York, so we're expanding. This one goes entire eastern seaboard, rest of the country. It gets a little bit over its skis with how big the scenario is.
You're right, because they have to
it turns from
get
like
to these places.
Saving a tower, saving an airport, saving a city to saving the world or saving the United States.
Right, or at least the eastern seaboard.
Well, this is an entire financial crash. Like the fallout from this is that everyone's going back to the Stone Age, basically.
Right.
All that's
The
removed.
Great Reset.
Yeah. Which if anyone wants to resettle debts, I will work for you.
Uh-oh. He's joining up with old Timothy.
Yeah, I'm about a couple weeks away from getting the old legs broken.
Oh, no. Bookie, listen to the show?
I think Bookie's write that shit down in a
Let's
in a
just
book.
hope the Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you guys got me on that one.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, don't date this episode.
That's fine. It will come out before the Super Bowl.
So this Die Hard movie is pulling on the old guys still got it kind of trope. And I think for that, it can be lauded a little bit. I think, Bruce Willis is just as good as the other movies.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The old guy still got it.
He still got it. He's doing it.
So that's what they were going for. They nailed that.
The action's fine, and I just think everything else is just not as sharp as the previous three movies. I was ready after watching this movie to call this kind of an abomination. I think I've come around to just a passive whatever on it, which is fine for a fourth movie that took, 10 years from the third movie to make. And we're getting to the one that is potentially going to be just absolutely awful.
The crown jewel of
Yeah.
Die Hards. What's it called again? Better Day to...
Another Day to Die Hard, or something like that.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is. So
Cast Die Hard.
So, Paul, you love this movie.
I didn't know. I didn't say I loved
Not
it.
love it,
You
but
said it was your favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
You like it more than your family.
No,
it's like I watched The Godfather right after, and I was like, what is going on in this?
Yeah. No.
Still haven't seen
No,
it.
I was thoroughly entertained, and I think look, honestly, I think a lot of it was that I watched the third one, Die Hard with a Vengeance, with big expectations because I remember loving it, and thinking, well, that was a really smart movie. I, obviously, loved Samuel L. Jackson as well, like the interplay, and I just remember really liking that. And when I rewatched that, I had high expectations, and I felt like I was underwhelmed. This one, I had zero expectations, and I really, again, is it a smart movie? No, it's just a good action flick, and that's why I say like a Terminator 3, where when we kind of laughed our way through it, but like we kind of all came around on it. And we're like, you know what? There were some pretty cool parts to that, and we really kind of came around. A lot of the action in it was pretty cool and bigger, and and so in terms of it exceeding expectations, I guess, and that's where you get in trouble, I think, sometimes setting expectations, and that's what happened between the third and the fourth ones, I think.
Chris, you've been a little silent on your overall feelings of this movie. What do you think?
I wanted to keep it mysterious, okay? So I had not seen this, right? And it just totally was a blind spot for me. Had you seen this before, Paul?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I couldn't give you an honest answer.
Okay. So I had not seen it. I was going in with fairly low expectations. And, I found that there was some really fun, there was a handful of fun action set pieces. Otherwise, I didn't really need the rest of this movie.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fine. I mean,
at the end of the day, it's it's the same thing we've run into with a couple of the other franchises where you're like, you wish you wouldn't have kept doing it, but you kind of got to keep doing it, and here we are.
So how do you explain, like I said, the IMDb rating, the Rotten Tomatoes, not just audience, but the critics, it was like an 82, 86. Again, I didn't look at this before, so I mean. I'm not on an island here.
You're not on an island. I go dance to the beat of a different drum.
Yes, you do.
The drum of my own heart.
I think this movie falls into the
lub dub. Know what they did? No.
Is that my heart?
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
Lub dub.
What's that from?
That's just like in science class, anatomy. I don't know. Yeah.
Who the fuck is telling you this?
That's the lub dub.
Lub dub.
Lub dub.
Well,
fucking look it up.
He was in high school in like the 60s, so
You guys suck.
But he was smoking a cig, saying "lub dub, lub dub."
That's the sound your
My
heart
war
makes.
bonds.
One's a little bit harder of a beat. One's a little bit softer. They're different. Lub dub. Lub dub. Whatever. Done with you guys.
I get it. Lub dub.
All right, let's get to our awards.
It's a good nickname for you now. Hey, it's Lub Dub. What's up, Lub Dub? Lub Dub in the house.
Lub-a-dub-a-dub-dub.
Lub dub. Need a rub dub.
Since,
Scrub
Paul,
the tub.
you enjoy this movie more than Chris and I, what is your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene is going to be the initial chase stuff. You know, I mean, I rolled at the fire hydrant into the helicopter, knocking the guy out, and of course, then you end it with the car into the helicopter ramp, and then probably the coolest line in it, where, dude, you just killed a helicopter with a car.
Yeah.
I was out of bullets, right? Yeah. So that for me was my favorite scene.
I have to concur. You know, I know we don't always like to repeat each other's scenes, but that was a really fun one. I think, you know, the thing that you can hope to have from these movies, the one thing that you know, and probably with, you know, definitely with the Terminators as well, and the reason that, you know, we love our action movies is not for necessarily the characters or the plot, but for the really cool action sequences that just make you kind of just like give you a shot of adrenaline, and you just kind of, you know, if you're me, you have to audibly say, "Whoa!" And people on the plane are like, "What's going on, man?"
Well, and it made it better that you know, Luke's little fact about 80 or 85% of it being practical.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and I knew that the car into the helicopter, you know, had a little bit of CGI, but not a ton. You know, and so that makes it cooler to me too.
Yeah, I didn't talk a lot about what Len Wiseman, the director of this movie, had done before. He was most famous for directing the Underworld movies with Kate Beckinsale. Which uses a lot of CGI effects. So again, I'm going into this movie. My history with this movie is I did own this, so I've seen this movie probably 3 or 4 times. I had always thought that this was just kind of a CGI mess, and then rewatching it this time came in with those similar expectations. I hadn't seen the movie for a while, and I was surprised by how good some of the action still looked.
Yeah, makes you say, "Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa," and
Whoa.
that's what I did. So that's my favorite one. What about you?
I'll go with the final shootout scene. It culminates in, you know, some of the funnier lines in the movie where Justin Long and Bruce Willis are talking in the ambulance about, you know, macking on his daughter and stuff like that. But I love the shooting through the shoulder to kill the bad guy. I think it's just a very clever way of doing it. Similar to, I mean, not super similar because it's not as iconic as the Indiana Jones with the sword fight, and then he just pulls the pistol out and shoots him.
Yeah, I love that.
But this is like, he is so bottled up. How is he going to get out of this? How is he going to get out of this? Boom!
Well, and let's
Did
do
that
it
hurt?
like
Did
that.
that hurt? Yeah, I just didn't think about that.
He was ready to live free or die hard.
Yeah, absolutely. The
There you
title is
go.
right there. It's an either or.
This man puts his body on the line.
He
all the
definitely
time.
could have died from that,
OTL.
but he wasn't willing to live.
He
if-
is covered in dirt and blood from 10 minutes into this movie.
Yes, he is.
Classic
He's
McClane.
talking to the FBI. He's got blood running out of his ears
Yeah, I
and
hope
stuff like
someone-
that. And
You
they're
think
like,
Justin Long could have driven on one of those trips and he could have cleaned himself up in the passenger seat for a bit? You know,
Dude, you look rough. I know how to drive.
oh, my blood sugar's low.
Oh, a great Justin Long scene when he's talking to the woman to start the car in the BMW, the OnStar system. My dad.
That's pretty good, kid. That wasn't.
Social engineering. Little
I didn't know that they could remote start your car.
Yeah, that was a
the
thing.
OnStar system.
Yeah, that was a thing.
I learned that now.
There you go. Now you know. Performance of the movie.
Which means they can also turn your car off as well. So hacking, you know, that's what.
That's what Gabriel should have been doing. He should have been shutting cars down.
He should have worked for OnStar. Is OnStar still in company?
No.
Well, he does impersonate a police person that you talk to over the phone. That's how he gets the daughter to trust him.
Yeah.
It's a crime right there.
Yeah.
That's the crime.
That guy
right
just
there.
broke the law.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to.
Yeah, they can't fool John McClane. No, Maggie Q tries to fool him, and he gives her the old 452. Yeah, they've got a 452. Oh yeah, we got naked people running around. No, that was pretty good.
All right, speaking of Maggie Q, she is going to be my performance of the movie. Just because I like the way she looks. That's not the only reason. I really dig Maggie Q. I think she's not only beautiful, but I think she, even though I don't particularly like her action scene, I think she does pull off, taking a punch, punching back really well. Again, I don't like Timothy Olyphant that much, so I want to pick a bad guy. I'm going to take Maggie Q, whose character name is not Maggie Q. That is the actor's name. I know that I've just been saying Maggie Q over and over again.
Names, really.
Her character name is
My.
Sharona.
That's right.
Yeah, and well, you know what? And I'm just gonna go where you wouldn't go. I like Timothy Olyphant. I get it that the technical stuff and might not come off well, but the physical acting, the way that he does look and he delivers the lines, he does look menacing to me, and I think he does pull off a bad guy really, really well. Like I said, I struggle to think of a couple other people that can do the good guy bad guy thing, and because I do see him as Raylan Givens, or I forget his name in Deadwood, but as that type of character, and so to see him do the bad guy, I actually thought he did a good job. I'm going to take him.
Okay. I am going to let's see here. I'm gonna go with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I like her as an actress, and it would be this. I mean, Bruce Willis is fine, but I didn't like him as much as the other one, so I wasn't gonna go there. Wasn't gonna go Timothy Olyphant. Justin Long, I maybe would be the other one, but I don't know. He just kind of plays like a wiener hacker guy.
He just kind of plays himself. I mean, he does. That's him. That's him, man. That's his character. All the time.
Shots fired to J Long.
Well, I mean,
he kind of
Did you
does
see
that
Barbarian?
in every movie.
yeah. I mean, he does.
He's really good in Barbarian.
Yeah, I
haven't
think
seen
he's
that.
a good and
That's
Tusk.
a great movie.
Did you see Tusk?
Kevin Smith, special.
Yeah,
Little body horror.
yeah. I like him as an
Better
actor.
than The Substance?
I don't mind him.
But this isn't his jam. So I'll go with Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Lucy Gennaro (McLean).
So originally, though, they wanted to have Bruce have that, or John McClane have the family ties because he had some sort of family tie in all of them. I think the original idea was to have his son be the Jonathan Long character.
The Justin
Long character.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So that would have been interesting.
It would have
guess.
been.
Yeah.
You're a disappointment to me, kid.
Always on your computers.
Yeah.
Although stay tuned, but we do get Bruce Willis' son in our next one.
Oh,
Jai
spoiler
Courtney?
alert!
And he is your boy, Jai Courtney.
Jai Courtney, man.
So handsome.
Just
so
when
ripped.
you thought you couldn't get any better.
Who I think I just saw in American Primeval on Netflix.
Oh. Well, I just saw him at Sendik's bagging my groceries.
Got him.
Oh, Jai, we love
Get
you.
him.
We love you, Jai.
Get him!
Jai, listener of the show, Jai Courtney.
Jai Courtney.
Huge fan.
Now part of two of the franchises that we've covered.
Yeah, this is a Jai Courtney appreciation show, if nothing else.
We could do Divergent next. I'm pretty sure he's in
Yeah, we
that
could.
trilogy.
Good, absolutely.
Yeah.
As is Maggie Q.
Love it.
Bang!
And
almost
Aaron
like
Rodgers' ex-girlfriend, Shailene Woodley.
Yes.
Oh, shit, really?
She's
We
the
have
main
a type.
character. MVP of the movie, Chris.
I put 9/11.
Okay.
Because without that, this movie wouldn't have been made, and all the scenes of praying. So I said this to Luke offline. 2007, I do believe, was when we started to where enough time had passed that movies started to really feed into the exploitation of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. This is most famously seen in movies like Cloverfield that came out in January of 2007 with the whole shaky cam attack on the country. That was obviously off the table for the years right after 9/11. And then movies started to come out around this time that were, in some people's opinions, and I would agree with them, kind of just exploiting that situation that we as a collective country had gone through. Again, like, whatever. I like Cloverfield. I think that's a fun movie. It's a good movie. This maybe is less so, and, you know, it's also just me trying to be clever. So,
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think there's
And also
one answer. There's only one answer to this, and it's Bruce Willis. It's 52-year-old Bruce Willis because
52 years young.
It's not a Die Hard movie. This is like Lucas said before. This could be just your normal hacker movie. Yada yada yada. The only thing that makes it the Die Hard movie is bringing Bruce Willis back. He's 52 years old, and I have to agree, the best looking Bruce we've got. So
Love it.
Bruce Willis.
BBL.
He had that
Or
BB.
BLB, best looking Bruce.
There you go.
BLB.
BLB.
That's gonna have to be one of the categories for the draft.
BLB.
Your BLB.
Yeah, my MVP
We'll still do BLBs.
is Kevin Smith. Helped on the writing of the movie, sharpened up the hacker dialogue, and fantastic performance. Well done on the losing weight. He is very fat in this movie.
Yeah, dude, he lost a ton of weight,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
That guy
this
is
was
skinny
about
now.
as bloated as I believe he got.
This was when he was getting kicked off of the South.
Do we have a? Is there an original screenplay where from what he wrote for that the part that got deemed too funny?
I don't know.
Very
I mean,
specific.
He was apparently he was
New Jersey references.
improvising a lot of
Okay.
stuff too.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
I mean, they just kind of like walk into Kevin Smith's basement and just
yeah,
let
he's
him
just
do
gonna
Kevin
start.
Smith's
Right.
Stuff about
That's good
sexual observations about superheroes. That's kind of his thing.
This is a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
PG-13 movie, PG-13 pod.
No.
That's when.
Yeah, that's gonna have a lot of editing to do if it's a PG-13.
Well, you know, I'll talk to the production studio and we'll make that decision.
yeah, is our editing machine not broken?
All right, overall rating for Live Free or Die Hard.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it. Now, I originally, when I watched this on a plane, I said 5.8. But
Are
then
you still thinking about 9/11 and how this movie was about
Yeah, keep-
9/11?
I was
Keep
like,
throwing
this,
it on a
I was,
plane.
yeah, I was extra mortified.
Were there snakes?
Not on that motherfucking plane.
Well done.
But I after our discussion and also thinking, well, 5.8's a little. I gave it a 6.4. 6.4.
Ooh.
Yeah, my desired, the height I wish I was.
That is that's
Great height.
Would be good.
One of the greatest heights. From that to the Postal Service.
That's a deep cut reference to the band The Postal Service, I believe.
Yes, and their biggest hits, Such
Great
Great Heights.
wow.
That's my impression of the Postal Service, guys.
Which used to,
Emo is up.
when they had commercials for the Postal Service, they used to use that sound in their commercials.
Really?
I did.
What a wonderful synergetic situation.
Wow.
It also sounded like your impression of the synth music
In Terminator?
in Terminator.
So
we have
so
that guy
good.
from Spaceballs here? Did you
The bleeps, the creeps, the bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps,
the bleeps, the creeps.
and the sweeps. That guy's good. 7.5.
All right. I can live with that. I'm going to go 5.8.
Ooh.
I still don't think this movie is very good. It's fun to talk about, as we've shown, but I don't think this movie is very good. I've also seen this movie more than all of you.
You have, so you're.
Yeah, like I said, I think the no expectations really played into what why I enjoyed it.
My last observation would just be the difference in energy from the Brutalist episode. There was 0 laughs.
There was zero laugh.
Not that it was bad. I enjoyed that very much. Wonderful. Just funny how different it truly was. You should see the Brutalist, Paul. You got to see it.
Okay.
It's required.
Well,
We're gonna.
And then listen to our episode.
Yeah.
tape your eyes open.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange style.
Yeet.
It's 3.5 hours long, so they're gonna get dry. I'll just be there with a little
Spicy.
dry eyedropper. Boop, beep, bop. Oh, it's the Postal Service.
Goes
They're
it
back.
up.
Beep, boop, bop, boop, beep, boop, bop, boop. Such great heights come down now.
Join us next week when we cover the last movie of the Die Hard franchise, A Good Day to Die Hard.
That is going to be Chris's favorite.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's looking forward to that. Thanks, Chris.
See you later.
Thanks, guys.
Beep boop.